So far in our Whole30 journey, we really haven't had any fruit except for apples, and we have split an apple each time. We haven't even had a full apple, so I was craving fruit. So our grocery store had a good sale, so we got bananas and strawberries and fresh blueberries and raspberries, and we got some unsweetened coconut flakes. It's just organic coconut. That's all it is. So I'd like to sprinkle some over because, guys, I was missing some fruit. Here is our grocery haul for the week. Now, I had to go back to conventional eggs. Unfortunately, I prefer Vital Farms. I prefer pasture-raised eggs, but the amount of eggs that we're going through every week has been insane, and it's not feasible for us to keep paying $6 a carton when we're going through them so fast. So for the moment, we've gone back to cheap eggs, and I do hate that because I can tell a difference. We got some sweet peppers and some coleslaw mix because, guys, I'm not going to buy cabbage and shred up 2 different kinds of cabbages plus carrots. So coleslaw mix is going to be it. We got a beautiful red onion, we have a lime, and we have a tomato. We've got some fresh cilantro, we've got some pineapple chunks, and we have a pork loin. We're going to be doing, for dinner, we're going to be doing a teriyaki. We found the Primal Kitchen teriyaki, so we're doing teriyaki pork loin, and I'm going to be making a pineapple salsa coleslaw. And then for our lunches, I got some diced tomatoes and some fire roasted tomatoes and some ground beef. We're going to have chili for lunch, paleo chili, whatever. And for today, we're going to do burgers again because, guys, they've been so good. We've been craving them. We got some pickles and some red potatoes, which I'm going to roast these with a little bit of rosemary. We got some hamburgers, and then I got some unsweetened almond milk. And guys, this stuff doesn't have carrageenan in it, so this is like probably some of the best that you can buy. And so I got that. I want to try my hand at making some chia seed pudding, so we'll see how that goes. But that's our grocery haul for the week. Happy Sunday. Well, I guess when you see this, it'll be Monday, so hope you had a good weekend. Today I'm going to be making, I want to call it paleo chili because it really is. It's really just going to be meat and veg with no beans, obviously, which I think technically is the way chili is supposed to be made. I think real Texas chili doesn't have beans in it. I think beans were something that people added later or something. And so there's, as far as I know, there's a massive debate in chili over whether, over in Texas, whether chili should have beans or not. But anyway, ours isn't because it's going to be Whole30 and paleo. So let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is get browning some meat. Actually, while I have my pan heating up, I'm going to go ahead and cut up some of these gorgeous peppers. And guys, these were buy one, get one, so we only paid half price for these. That's a really nice deal. I'm going to cut up some of those, and I have some beautiful red onion. No, you can't have red onion anyway, so don't beg, out of the kitchen. Good girl. I'm going to cut up some of this beautiful red onion to go in there. And some of this onion I have to save for a slaw later, but most of this is going to go into chili. So I'm probably going to put that in the pan and sweat that down a little bit with the meat. So I have already cut it in half last night because I took a couple rings off for our hamburger. So this will be, it's potent, be fairly easy to cut up. Woo, hello onion. So we're going to chop some stuff here. And we're just going to add some of this onion in. So I'm just going to chop some of these up, and you guys have seen me chop peppers before, so I'm probably going to edit through this pretty quick. So I'm just going to let this brown and I'll be back. Now that that's nice and brown, we're just going to drain this so we can dump it in our crock pot. Okay, so to my crock pot, I'm going to add a 28-ounce can of diced tomatoes. I've already got some raw onion in the bottom here. I'm going to go ahead and put my meat back in, or in. Whew. Then I'm going to add 2 cans of fire roasted tomatoes. Ooh. And I'm going to add in the peppers that I cut up. Now those are large chunks, but I wanted them that way. To this, I'm going to add a little bit of yellow mustard. I think the mustard just brings out the flavor of the spices. And I know that sounds weird, but if you haven't put mustard in your chili, try it, guys, for real. I'm going to put a little bit of crushed red pepper in here. A copious amount of chili powder, obviously. Actually, I'm just going to... I don't measure stuff, guys. I do it to taste. Because when I try to measure stuff, I always end up like re-seasoning it anyway and adding more stuff to it. So just do things how you like the taste of it. Everybody's different. And some onion powder. Not that we need it, I guess, with all those onions in there, but hey, it's a party. And I'm going to stir all this up. And if it needs any more moisture, I'm just going to add a little bit of water to it, which it probably will. Yeah. I'm going to add a can of water to that. You can use vegetable stock if you want, but water's free. And I'm just going to stir that up, and then I'm going to add just a hair more water to it. I'd rather it cook down than dry out. I'm going to put another half a can in there. And then I'm sure this is going to need more spices. But now is not the time to test the spices. After it's cooked for a while, that's when you come back and test your spices and you'll get a more true understanding. So I'm just going to leave this on low, and it is 12 o'clock. So this should cook until about 8 o'clock tonight, but that's okay because this is for lunches for this week. The chili is done. I have been letting it sit and turned off for about 20 minutes so I can put it into these. I realized what spice I had forgotten. I had forgotten to put cumin in there. Luckily, I remembered the cumin a few hours ago and put it in, so now it tastes like proper chili. That was after I put more chili powder in it and a little more cayenne. So this chili is actually very, very spicy. But guys, this is fantastic, and I look forward to eating it for lunch every day. And here's lunch all made up, 5 lunches, and then the rest of the chili is going to go into a bigger container for me to use for my lunches.